Shalom everybody. Hi, this is Jerusalem Jane making another 5 minutes, 6-minute update on current events here in Israel. And as you notice, I am using a small microphone to try and make a better sound. As you probably all know, the sound on this old phone is broken, but I'm doing the best that I can with the tools that I have. So I hope you can hear me from using this microphone today. People are asking me, Jane, what's going on with politics in Israel? What's going on with elections in Israel? And I really, really wish that the answer was simple. It is far, far from simple. I have tried several days to say, okay, today I'm going to make a video, but then something else changed and there's a new proposal and I'm like, what do I even say? So the facts is this. As you all know, we have had a second election here in Israel, but didn't succeed in forming a new coalition, didn't succeed in forming a new government. The current Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was given the task, he fails. Then it was passed to Benny Gantz, he failed. And now we are 1 week away from entering a third election in Israel within a year. Everybody is out saying we need a unity government, we need a unity government. Everybody has to give in, everybody has to compromise because this nation cannot afford on all areas to have a new elections. So they have been negotiating back and forth, the Likud party headed by Benjamin Netanyahu, and then of course the blue and whites led by Benny Gantz, Boogie Alon and Yair Lapid, but they cannot agree on forming a new unity government. And there are differences, but it mainly comes down to they cannot agree on who is going to be prime minister first if they make a unity government. First, Netanyahu was saying, I'm going to be for 2 years, and then Benny Gantz can be for 2 years. And Benny Gantz and his party, Blue and White, was saying absolutely not. And what's also, of course, is in play is the indictments formed against Benjamin Netanyahu. 3 cases against him. He can seek immunity. He has 30 days to decide if he wants to seek immunity. If he does, there's going to be a committee in Knesset who's going to decide if they are going to prove it for him. But of course, with the current government situation, that committee is not in place. So before that can be in place, we are talking months out until after a new elections. Benny Gantz was also saying we are not going to sit in a coalition with a prime minister who is indicted. So there's a lot going on. Likud actually went out and say, okay, so we are going to cave in as much as saying, as long as Bibi is going first for 3-4 months, and then Benny Gantz can take over the remaining of the time, but they are still saying no. So as of now, I saw now Blue and White was out saying we don't even want to meet with Likud anymore. There is no point because we are not going to reach a unity government, which means 1 week from now, we are going to head to new elections here in Israel. This is going to be the 3rd election in 1 year. Today, Benjamin Netanyahu is flying off to Portugal. He's going to be meeting with Mike Pompeo, and they, of course, are going to be talking about the Iranian threat. Only a few days ago, Donald Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu actually spoke on the phone. And you have to understand, one thing is all the things that we see in the media, but there is so much more going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Could there be an imminent strike on Iran to prevent them from attacking Israel, prevent them from attacking American targets? I also saw that in the news that Iran is planning attacking American troops in the Middle East. So of course the leader of Israel is talking to Donald Trump on the phone, and he's going to be meeting with Mike Pompeo. And we had the top leaders of the American military here in Israel, one group and then another group within a few weeks. So definitely something is going on when Netanyahu is in the midst of new election, not new elections. So there is a lot to pray for here in Israel. Pray for the current situation, election-wise. I'm saying when people ask me, the man that God has chosen for such a time as this, it is so important that the Israel has the leader that God wants to have for such a time as this. I want to end the update by saying that 2 ISIS terrorists was arrested by the border police here in Israel on October 28. It turns out that they were planning several attacks next year on Israel's Independence Day, which happens to be April 29 next year. They were planning major attack in Jerusalem on Israel Independence Day. So we say thank you to the Israeli border police for catching these terrorists. So there is much going on here in Israel. There are many things to pray for. Thank you all of my wonderful followers, anybody who follows Jerusalem Jane on social media. Whether you follow me on my Israel One Nation on Facebook, if you follow Jerusalem Jane on Instagram, on Twitter, or on my YouTube channel, you are the best supporters of Israel. And for such a time as this crucial time in the history of Israel, where we never have had to go to a third election, it is crucial that you get on board, you get involved, you get active, and for such a time as this, you stand with Israel. Mwah, mwah. I love you all. Thank you for being amazing friends for Israel, standing behind Israel, and standing behind me, enabling me to continue to be this voice out of Israel. Again, I apologize for this phone, but it's old. And if anybody says, Jane, we want to bless you for this upcoming holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah holiday in Israel, use the GoFundMe page. I will put a link under, and that way I will be able to make much better videos for all of you. Have a great day. Thank you for standing with Israel. Bye-bye.